Hey, my name's Joe and you're watching Newsbreak. You might remember all the controversy surrounding this bear, after visitors to a zoo in China claimed it looked way more like a human in a bear costume than, well, an actual bear. It divided the internet, but now zoos around the world have weighed in. Josh investigates.
I mean, look at that. That's clearly a human in there.
What do you mean it's a bear?
No, it's a human.
It's clearly a bear.
It's a human.
It's a bear.
It's a human.
It's a bear.
Human.
Bear. Bear. It's a bear.
It's a conversation people around the world have been having all week over this video of a suspiciously human-looking Malaysian sun bear at Hangzhou Zoo. The controversy caused the zoo's visitor numbers to skyrocket as people flocked to see the bear for themselves. And while it might sound kind of strange to question this kind of thing, some Chinese zoos have previously been accused of disguising foxes as leopards, rats as snakes, and dogs as African lions. There was even a zoo in Egypt that painted a donkey to look like a zebra. Yeah. So are the sun bears really bears? Well, yes, Hangzhou Zoo has been very clear about that, and now England's Paradise Wildlife Park has come out in support with its own sun bear video. From standing upright on its very thin legs to the wrinkled folds in the fur, it's not difficult to see why people reckon something's up. But the zoos say this is just how these fascinating bears, well, behave.
Things are heating up at the Women's World Cup. In a day of upsets, Brazil and Italy have both been knocked out of the tournament. Jamaica hung on for a 0-0 draw against Brazil to make it through to the round of 16 for the first time ever. South Africa's also through in dramatic style after this 92nd minute goal gave them the 3-2 win over Italy. Meet Daryl, the oldest medieval jouster in the world, and he lives right here in Australia. So ABC reporter James Tugwell caught up with him to try it for himself.
To learn the medieval sport of jousting, what better teacher than this?
Most of the guys I joust against are in their early 20s, 30s.
Daryl Bosley took up the pursuit in retirement after a career as a blacksmith, rodeo rider and black belt karate instructor. So why take up jousting at 66?
Well, it's easier than 67.
Ever since I was a kid, learning to joust has always been one of the top dreams on my bucket list. I'm here at Daryl's castle. He thinks that he can train me up and put me on a horse in some armour and have me jousting by the end of the day. What could go wrong? Before we can mount our noble steeds, I'll have to kit up in 57 kilograms of armour.
Half the battle is getting into the gear to do the battle.
Yeah. It takes about an hour to suit up, and I'm borrowing Daryl's armour.
What should I expect if I was about to face off?
It's an adrenaline rush. You've got armour on. It's less dangerous than crossing the road. During the joust, you must face your opponent square on and head up. You'll get 1 point for a hit, 2 points for a break, 3 points for a shatter, 5 points for an unhorsing.
It's good pep talk.
Keep going.
After a couple of goes on the horse, I'm ready to try with a lance.
Salute.
It takes years to learn how to joust safely against another person, so I'm going to be practicing on a medieval target called a quintain.
Look at that!
I managed to actually hit the target. There was no way I thought I was going to do that.
I may not be quitting my day job quite yet, but hey, maybe I'll take up jousting in my 60s.
We're only doing big things on this show today, and they don't get much bigger than these next stories. Move over, blue whale. There's a new contender for the heaviest animal in Earth's history. Introducing Perusitis colossus, or the colossal whale from Peru. No surprise, that's where it was unearthed. Scientists reckon it lived around 39 million years ago and probably looked like this. Yes, that's its real head. But it was heavy, weighing in at up to 340 tons. By anyone's standards, a sandwich that stretches 75 metres long is big, outrageously big. Almost 100 chefs at a fair in Mexico City set out to break the world record for the longest tortoise sandwich. It weighs in at 900 kilos and features more than 50 ingredients. Well, that's all the news we've got for you today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.